Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, and tonight in this lesson, we're going to be doing another fun reading comprehension exercise. Let's switch over, get our work screen, and here it is. We're going to be working on reading comprehension number 8. And the topic tonight is going to be terraforming and colonizing Mars. So let's get started. So space exploration, hang on a second. Space exploration has been a source of wonder and fascination for humans for centuries. Over the past decades, exploring the possibilities of terraforming and colonizing the planet Mars has been arousing a lot of interest among scientists, businesses, and space companies. But why is so much time, effort, and money being spent on this? What are the reasons that humans wish to terraform and colonize Mars? So don't forget, if there are words in this text that you don't know, I want you to write them down on a piece of paper. And after the video, you can translate them to your own language and then study them and then go back and listen to the video, watch the video again with all your new vocabulary words, and then you'll be able to understand the whole text. Okay, so let's continue. First, let's look at the current conditions on Mars. Mars, also known as the red planet, is the fourth planet from the sun, just like we see here in this picture, the fourth planet from the sun. So let's look at our planets in our solar system. First, here we have the sun. Then we have Mercury. Try to move this picture. Sun, we have Mercury, Venus, Earth is here with our moon. Then we have Mars. Then we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. So there it is, the fourth planet from the sun. That's Mars. Okay, there it is, a dry, rocky, dusty, and extremely cold desert covered with polar ice caps, extinct volcanoes, plains, craters, deep canyons, and channels. These canyons and channels are believed to have been caused by water erosion billions of years ago. The surface of Mars is very rocky due to once active volcanoes, impacts of meteoroids, comets, and asteroids, as well as high gusting wind and sandstorms. These brutal, powerful, and violent storms can last for several months and obscure the entire planet. After a storm, it can take several months for the dust to settle and for the planet to become calm again. Over billions of years, these extreme conditions and collisions left deep craters on the surface and scattered rocky debris all over the planet. Mars is sometimes referred to as the red planet because its soil consists of minerals that oxidize or rust, and this causes the surface to appear red. And here's what the surface of Mars looks like. That's an actual photo of the surface of Mars, and the image is courtesy of NASA. Thank you, NASA. You see how it looks very red? Yes, that's why it's called the red planet. Mars is 142 million miles, or 228 million kilometers from Earth, and it is 53% smaller than our planet. One day on Mars has 24.6 hours, and 1 year has 687 days, which is almost 2 Earth years. It takes approximately 8 months to travel there with our current technology. The atmosphere on Mars is very thin, and it is made up of 95.9% carbon dioxide, 2.7% nitrogen, 1.9% argon, and 0.5% other gases. The temperature on Mars ranges from a very cold minus 225 degrees Fahrenheit, which is minus 153 degrees Celsius, to 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius. It is so cold on Mars that even Canadians would find it to be a little chilly there. No kidding. Mars was named after the Roman god of war, Mars, who was seen as the protector of Rome. Mars has two small moons named Phobos and Deimos, meaning fear or panic, and terror or dread, that are not round but irregular shaped. These heavily cratered moons were named after the two fire-breathing horses that pulled the Roman god of war's chariot. So here is a picture of Phobos and Deimos. These are the two moons of Mars. Lovely. And you see how they're not round? They're very irregular shaped. Interesting. Phobos and Deimos. Mars is inhospitable and uninhabitable for humans, as it has no breathable atmosphere and no global magnetic field needed to protect the planet from the sun's dangerous radiation and extreme temperatures. The planet is so cold because the thin atmosphere doesn't allow the heat from the sun to stay there. The heat escapes through the thin atmosphere. Also, the thin atmosphere does not offer any protection against destructive and dangerous incoming meteorites, asteroids, or comets. Here is a picture of an asteroid heading for Mars. There's no protection. It's going to hit the planet and cause a lot of damage. Mars is the location of the largest volcano in our solar system, the Olympus Mons. This volcano is 16 miles or 26 kilometers high and 373 miles or 600 kilometers across the base. It is 3 times higher than Mount Everest. This volcano was once an active, fiery, thunderous, scorching, bubbling, boiling, rumbling, hissing, lava spewing, explosive, smoldering giant for millions of years, but it is now dormant and considered to be extinct. Here is a picture of Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in our solar system. Isn't that amazing? That photo is also courtesy of NASA. Thank you, NASA. That is amazing. Mars is also the location of the Valles Marineris, which is a system of canyons that resembles a deep scar located across the equator. It is 2,500 miles or 4,000 kilometers long, 4.3 miles or 7 kilometers deep, and 124 miles or 200 kilometers wide. It is 10 times the size of the Grand Canyon. It is the largest canyon in our solar system. Scientists and geologists believe that it was formed by a combination of tectonic activity, rushing water, massive floods, landslides, and erosion. Here is a picture of Valles Marineris. This scar right across the equator of the planet Mars. Another image courtesy of NASA. Thank you again, NASA, for this lovely picture. The soil that covers the surface of Mars is called regolith. It is a mixture of fragments of broken rocks, sand, and dust. It is not ideal for growing plants from Earth, as it lacks the right organic material and valuable nutrients needed to grow fruit and vegetable-bearing plants. It contains no living organisms. Gravity on Mars is 37% lower than it is on Earth. This would have significant implications for overall human health, as it would greatly affect muscle and bone density, the heart and circulatory system, and balance and coordination. To summarize, Mars is extremely cold, has no atmosphere, humans can't breathe there, food can't be grown there, has terrible, violent, long-lasting storms, a dangerous terrain, deadly incoming meteorites, asteroids, and comets, and is a very lonely place with no puppies or kittens. Remember that when you decide you want to go visit Mars. Terraforming and colonizing Mars would be a very complex, difficult, expensive, multifaceted, and extremely dangerous endeavor with extreme logistical challenges. Some might even say impossible. So why are humans spending so much time, energy, and money researching, analyzing, and studying Mars, trying to find solutions to terraform and colonize this hostile and dangerous planet? Well, there are several compelling reasons. Scientists want to study the planet's geology, biology, and climate in hopes of finding present or past extraterrestrial life, which may give insights and answers about our origins, as well as to expand our knowledge and understanding about the creation of life in our solar system and in the universe. One day, our beautiful Earth may no longer be able to support human life for a variety of reasons, such as catastrophic events like nuclear war, natural disasters like flooding, meteor strikes, or pandemics, or ecological and environmental collapse. In this case, humans will need a contingency plan or a plan B to relocate to Mars to ensure the long-term survival of human civilization by becoming a dual planetary or eventually a multiplanetary species. Mars may have an abundance of valuable resources such as water and economic opportunities like minerals and rare metals, which could be transported back to Earth and used by humans. Space exploration would develop new industries like tourism, mining, and manufacturing, and would create jobs and ensure economic growth. What are the challenges? Reaching for Mars would push humans to greater lengths in technological advancements, such as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. First, humans must continue to send exploration rovers such as Sojourner, Spirit, Opportunity, Curiosity, and Perseverance to sample, test, and study the surface and environmental conditions of the planet, costing billions of dollars. Here is a lovely picture of Perseverance. This is the latest rover to be sent to Mars, and Perseverance is still there. And it's able to take a selfie. So this is Perseverance on the surface of Mars, and in the background, you can see Ingenuity. That is NASA's little helicopter. So it was able to take a selfie, including the little helicopter Ingenuity. I thought that was so cute. Also, image courtesy of NASA. Thank you, NASA. Humans would be required to create advanced life support and sustainable living systems that could provide air, water, and food for extended periods of time using hydroponics and aeroponics. Just so you know, hydroponics is an effective method of growing plants using a water-based nutrient solution instead of soil. This technique provides constant hydration and oxygen to the plants. So this here is hydroponics. Aeroponics is the technique of growing plants in an air or mist environment without using soil. The roots of the plants are suspended in the air and are misted or sprayed periodically with a nutrient solution, just like this. This is aeroponics. State-of-the-art spacesuits would have to be developed to protect astronauts from cosmic rays and solar radiation. Here is a picture of a state-of-the-art spacesuit. Thank you, NASA, for this lovely picture. Suitable astronauts would have to be selected and rigorously physically and psychologically trained for long-duration missions. Habitats would have to be constructed where humans could live and thrive. Habitat just like this on Mars. Reliable and renewable energy sources would have to be developed and installed, including solar panels and nuclear reactors to power the colony. Solar panels similar to these. State-of-the-art safe and reusable spacecrafts with reliable propulsion systems powerful enough to transport large amounts of building materials and supplies would have to be developed. Here is a state-of-the-art reusable spacecraft. Photo courtesy of SpaceX. Thank you, Elon. Large greenhouses with highly controlled environments would have to be established to grow a variety of crops, providing the nutrients, vitamins, and energy to keep humans healthy. Regular and dependable resupply missions would have to be put in place to deliver water, food, equipment, medical supplies, and other necessities. International cooperation among space agencies such as NASA, which is the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the ESA, the European Space Agency, Roscosmos, which is the Russian Space Agency, CNSA, the China National Space Administration, along with private companies such as SpaceX and Blue Origin, would have to be developed. Systems for recycling, composting, and waste management would have to be developed and implemented. Areas for recreational, cultural, and artistic activities would have to be designed and developed to reduce boredom, stress, and loneliness, as well as to develop a sense of community and to strengthen and maintain morale. Medical personnel would have to be specially trained to deal with the complicated health issues specific to the environment on Mars. Doctors and mental health professionals, just like this Fab Five. Fab means fabulous five. A dependable and uninterruptible system for telemedicine would also be imperative for remote consultations with doctors and mental health professionals based on Earth. A telemedicine system, something like this one. A reliable, fast, and effective communication system would have to be developed and established between Earth and Mars for astronauts and inhabitants to communicate with ground control, family and friends. Advanced development in these areas could in turn be used to protect and prolong the life of our planet and to improve the quality of life here on Earth. In conclusion, the reasons for terraforming and colonizing Mars are simple and logical. The combination of technological advancement, human survival instincts, the pursuit of knowledge and understanding, curiosity, economic potential, and ensuring the future of humanity are the factors pushing scientists, researchers, explorers, and businesses forward in their quest for success in this challenging, grueling, pioneering, ambitious, innovative, extremely expensive, and hopefully worthwhile endeavor. And that is the end. And they walk into the sunset. Well, great. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading comprehension and that you learned something. And if you did, you can put a like on the video. You can subscribe to the channel so that you can see more reading comprehension lessons and other lessons on my YouTube channel. You can leave a comment down below, or you can just say hello. If you guys need to improve your English quickly, you can get yourselves a copy of this book, Basic English, published and distributed everywhere in the world by McGraw-Hill. This is the 4th edition. We know that because it's written right here at the top. So if you get a copy of this workbook, I want you to start on the first page, complete every page right through to the end of the workbook. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. If you need help with your verb tenses, you can get yourselves a copy of English verb tenses. Also available everywhere, including Amazon. The other one's on Amazon if I didn't mention it. And this is a great workbook to help you not just perfect, but to master your English verb tenses. If you get a copy of this book, I want you to start on the very first page, complete every page right through to the end of the workbook. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. Okay, great. So that's everything that I have to say for tonight. So I will see you guys in the next lesson. So good night for now.